Hi everybody, all my followers, be welcome to another video. Guys, you might think I'm working on the same car as the last one. It looks like the same, but it's not the same. Let me take you through the story first. So, yesterday, when I finished the work on the J10, on the other Nissan, which was this video here, I'll make sure the videos will go in sequence so it makes sense what I'm saying now. So when I finished that one for the ABS/bearing, the guy came to pick up his car. It was about 8 o'clock or so, and he came with the owner of this car, which is actually his brother-in-law. And they asked me, look, I'm going to take my one away. Can we leave this one now? And I said, okay, well, what's wrong with it? And they said, well, if I turn it off, it will not start. I said, okay. So I said, how did you start the car then? And said, it starts if you push start the car. So again, as I explained on the Fiat video, push start, I think that's how you say it. It's basically you push the car, you get some momentum on the car, then you engage second gear, release the clutch. That will obviously transfer all the motion from the wheels to the engine, turns the engine, and the engine starts. And I said, okay, the guy really needs the car to work, etc. And I said, okay, so I'll have a look at it. So I moved some cars around. The Fiat 500 was right here. It's just been picked up this morning, and he left me that Mitsubishi. Anyway, he went. Okay, sorry about that. The guy just came back, just driving off. Got me this key. Got me this key to see if I can repair it. It looks quite bad inside, but he reckons the unlocking button is actually working. So, will these make into a video? Probably not. Anyway, where I was, I forgot now. So yeah, so in the meantime, so I moved some cars, and when he was driving off, when he was reversing into this position, something else happened that he told me it never happened before, which was power steering started to fail. So the power steering would go on and off, and every time the power steering would go off, the ABS light would come on. Initially, it was very intermittent, just for a few seconds at a time, but by the time he actually managed to reverse into this position, power steering was completely gone, ABS light was on, and also after that, we really struggled to close this window. This power window would not work. All the other ones was working except this one. So I don't know if these problems are going to be related. I really hope they are. Otherwise, it's going to be a few things to sort out. But the first thing I'm going to try to prioritize, or not try, what I'm going to prioritize is the no crank, no start. For that, I'm just going to show you. Ignition on. Do I need to press the clutch? I don't think I do. So, but I will press the clutch anyway. I don't think I do have to. But let me show you that when I turn the key, nothing happens. That's what he's doing. The ABS light, however, is going off. But what I'm going to do is, let's kind of give you a scan. There's a couple things I want to check, but I just want to give you a scan to see what's going on. I'm not sure which power steering this has, if it's electric or hydraulic or electro-hydraulic. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to prioritize the starting problem first and then move into the other ones if they still present. So let's kind of plug in the Maxi-Sys, give it a scan, and go from there. Okay, scan completed, and we have 2 modules with codes. Is this a full scan? Yes, it was an auto scan, so we found 7 modules. 7 modules. So the power steering is definitely electric by the looks of it, and there is no faults for it. No faults for the ABS. Airbag, do I have anything missing? So let me think. So cluster, engine, BCM, ABS, airbag, cluster, power steering. I have everything. Okay, anyway, let's gonna go to the engine. See if there's anything that points us into any direction. Preheaters, no, that's glow plugs, doesn't matter. BCM, BCM, BCM. Okay, okay, so let me see. $39 CAN communication. Oh dear. So CAN communication faults. With what? Faults communicating. Oh crap. Let me just check. Unless these power failures, which is the way I'm looking at it, 9 volts, that's a little bit low. That battery is a little bit low, 9.53. I'm here with the key on for a few minutes now, but so no faults. Okay, you said the battery is good, maybe not. Not at 953 volts. Right. Okay, let me put my power supply on and do a visual inspection under the engine. See if there's anything there that maybe give us any clues. Okay, as soon as I open the bonnet, I've seen the problem. Believe me or not. I might be a little bit still biased in my head because of the Fiat 500, but the truth is, right? Dangling, 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 dangling. Okay, so the earth or the ground to the engine is gone, which obviously will cause this exact issue. Now, will these be related to the power steering as well in ABS? I would most likely say yes. Most likely, I would say yes. So let's gonna repair that or do something with it. And actually, I might still have a spare one. I might use that. Yeah, so let's gonna fix that. I'm gonna test the battery as well. Put it on charge as well. Test the battery, and oh well, go from there. To be honest with you, if that earth was like that, the battery most likely is not charging anyway, or probably is not charging, I would say. Okay, and for a better reading, I've actually disconnected the battery for a more accurate test. And the voltage, so disconnected, the voltage went from 9.4 or something like that, and it's slowly going up, which is a good indication that the battery is actually good and was just not charging properly. But let's gonna give you a test. This is a out of the vehicle because it's disconnected. It's a regular battery, and this is a 640. Okay, so it says replace the battery. So measured 190, 10.85, state of health 25%, state of charge 0%, 15.70 resistance. Okay. Okay. I will say I want to give you a good charge first before I do anything to it. Special because of the way it is. So let's kind of put it on charge. I'm going to repair that in the meantime, that cable, and then we'll give it another go. Okay, and while the battery is charging, we are going to get another cable, and oh my god, it's gonna be my last one. I've just used one yesterday. There we go. Oh damn. Okay, so I need that, I need that. Oh dear. I'm gonna need Do I need anything else? Those screws, they look a little bit rusty. So let me get a little bit of this. And I think that's it. Okay, so all done. Battery is now charging for about half an hour maybe. So I think he started to charge at about 25 amps when I first connected it. He's now at about 15, maybe a little bit less, well, just bouncing a little bit. But I think it should be more than enough for us to test the battery and to actually give it a go. So let me try this again, see what he tells me now. We might gonna have to left the battery to settle a little bit. Yeah, it's 13 volts. So I'm gonna let it to drop down until it settles, and then we'll do the test. Okay, and the battery has been dropping all the way down and it's kind of settled here at 1290. I had already loaded the battery by just connecting that in there, and it dropped down to about 1270 something, and then as soon as I took it off again it came back up to 1290. So obviously it will drop a little bit more, especially when there is load, but let's just do another test. It still tells me to replace the battery. Obviously the battery was not fully charged, guys, remember that. But it's at 439 gold crank amps. Before it was 190 or something like that. And my state of charge is at 100%, but my state of health is a 58. And the resistance now dropped down to 7. So yeah, it might be that it needs replacing. It might be that after a few good charge cycles it will be okay. I will recommend though to keep an eye on the battery, and it might need replacing, but for now it should be alright. So let's kind of plug everything back in and try this, but I'm quite confident that it's going to crank, it's going to start, and all my problems will be solved. Okay, I haven't tried yet, believe me or not, but I just want to take you through a little bit why everything starts to come together and making sense. So my theory is that that cable broke completely, or actually was already kind of very badly connected, making very poor connection. Maybe it was not charging the battery properly. Got to the point where it completely snapped, stopped charging the battery. I can't remember seeing the battery light on, but who knows. So yeah, it might stop charging the battery, and once it got here that time when it started to lose the power steering and the ABS light came on, to me that was just the battery that was getting that low that these units will start shutting down, hence why it was losing all of it. And hence why we have the communication faults, because these modules were shutting down and obviously the BCM was not communicating with them. As for the power windows, most likely the same issue, just low battery. I know I said the other ones were working, but they were fully closed. I was just kind of see if they would go up and down, but they were all the way up already. So this side, because it was all the way down, might required a little bit more power and just wouldn't go. So yeah, with no further ado, I'm really I'm really excited. Let's see if this worked. I'm quite confident that I did, so let's gonna try this. And there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Turn that off. Right. Beautiful. So all power steering is here. Everything is here. Let me just try this window now. Beautiful. Right. All we're gonna do now is another quick scan. Clear all the faults on the car. The DCI, because I had the battery off, didn't I? Oh, there we go. Now we will do it. Okay, now it's gonna do it. Let's do this again. Oh, that's for the glow plugs, wasn't it? That's not gonna go away most likely. I will just tell him that he has something here, but yeah, the problem is resolved. So I think one of the things I want to say here is that I didn't need to plug that in, to be fair with you. This was one of those jobs that it could be done just by inspecting like we did. Honestly guys, as soon as I opened the bonnet, that's what I was looking for, was to make just a visual inspection, and I saw that cable split straight away. So yeah, so that's what it is guys, nothing special. I don't know, still I hope there's some information here you guys can find useful. If you do have any questions, any comments, please put them below, and like always, thanks for watching.